Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Alexandra Hayter. I'm the Director of Marketing here at SmartVault, and we will also be joined by one of our account managers, Brook Sargent. He'll be taking you through a short demo of the platform in a moment, but just before that, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes talking about SmartVault from a macro level. So, for those of you that don't know, we are a secure cloud-based document management solution built specifically for accountants. We have unlimited storage, unlimited clients, and a fully branded client portal available across all of our SmartVault plans. We've been in business now for over 15 years with over 500 million documents stored in our system. We are SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, and that means that we are continuously assessed on our security practices. It's actually incredibly hard to achieve that certification, but it's one that we really prioritize as it shows our commitment to data security for all of our customers. And I'm happy to share that certificate with anyone that wants it. We are the only DMS integrated with the leading tax software, so ProConnect, Lacerte, UltraTax, Drake, CCH, as well as a lot of other accounting software out there, so likes of Liscio, Financial Sense, DocuSign. And we've got a lot of folder structures and document workflows that are personalized and have been built by accountants just like you for you to use in your own workflows. Coming back to security, we do support you with compliance of all of the federal mandates out there. So if that's FTC safeguarding, IRS 4557, CCPA, we have version control and document history in our platform, which means that you can see who has accessed what document and what changes they may have made. That is really key for audits and also investigating any issues that may arise with your data. We also have granular user permissions. That means that not everyone can see everything. So some people might give their clients only access to their final output files and nothing else. You might give some team members access to just their clients and not everyone's data. So it's really up to you who sees what. And of course, it's important to remember that we're not just document storage. So we do support all parts of the tax prep workflow. And that's from proposals and e-signing to collecting documents, which I will come back to in a second, through to integrations with our tax software for prep, sending via the client portal, e-signing, and ultimately archiving for organized and secure long-term storage for your data. So as I said, just coming back to that collection part and that's where our latest feature, SmartRequest AI, comes in. So it saves an average accountant around 60 to 90 minutes per return. SmartRequest AI uses your client's prior year tax return and it creates a custom questionnaire and document request list, which is auto-generated by our AI technology. So your clients will fill out the questionnaire that they receive. They will upload their source documents directly into SmartVault, and that's either by uploading them on their computer or they can just simply snap a picture on their phone. So we actually automatically turn HEIC files into PDFs, and those HEIC files are the ones that you normally get if you take a picture on your iPhone. So those will automatically, with our technology, get converted into PDFs, and the documents will be processed and stored in SmartVault. You can also monitor request progress and send reminders to clients using a really easy to use dashboard. And all of this can actually be done in bulk, so not per client, but across everyone. Then, once this is complete, you can export your tax prep work paper completely pre-populated using our proprietary SmartRequest AI automation and then process the return in your chosen tax prep software. And don't worry, I just want to flag that we do use a private AI model. So that means that the client data is never ever shared. So it keeps the security of your clients and your firm our number one priority. And I just want to say for anyone who hasn't guessed, I am British, but rest assured our entire migration, onboarding, customer support team, they're all based in Houston. And you can actually see our team here on the right. When you sign up to SmartVault, we will set you up with your own data migration specialist to securely move all of your data from your current provider into SmartVault. There'll be no workflow disruption and step-by-step guidance along the way. We also provide initial and ongoing support. So from one-on-one onboarding training, you can take self-paced online courses, we can get training for your whole team, and also just continuous workflow optimization consultations as well. And just before I pass over, I just wanted to throw up a few quotes here. So from some of our customers and just the impact that SmartVault has had on their firms. So we can see Eric here has saved $150,000 a year in billable time. We can see that Dawn has scaled her firm without having to add additional staff and has also embraced the true work from anywhere flexibility. Nick at the bottom has doubled his client base without increasing workload. And that sounds great, right? Who wouldn't want any of those things? But for now, I will pass you on to Brooke for our live demo section. But please do raise your hand if you'd like to know a little bit more information on SmartVault during our poll. But Brooke, over to you.
Hi, thanks for joining. I'm Brook Sargent from SmartVault, and today we're going to walk through a SmartVault demo. SmartVault is a secure document management system and client portal. We're going to be walking through how clients can securely upload documents, access documents. SmartVault has integrations with many tax softwares as well as other practice management systems. At our core, we're secure storage that is integrated with most tax softwares. We're going to be talking about integrations today. What we're looking at right now could be your client portal with your branding and logo. We keep it very simple for clients because we use their email address to log in. The client would set their own password initially. If and when they forget their password, they reset their own password. They do not reach out to your team for a password reset. When I click sign in, I would typically get a two-factor authentication code, default to email or text message, same for your team. When the client logs in, they'll see your branding and logo. And once again, we keep it very simple. There are two buttons. The client can upload documents to you and your team, or they can view the files and folders you've given them access to. Down here is a document checklist. Of course, you can send a document checklist, ask supporting questions. We will review that. If you hadn't sent a request and a client just logs in, I just clicked upload documents, and the client can upload documents from their phone or from their computer. Now, if this was a mobile device, there'd be an additional button that says scan to PDF, and the client will be able to click that button and their mobile device will turn into the scanner. It will initiate their camera and they'll be able to scan the document. Many clients take pictures of documents and send them over as JPEG images. They can be very difficult to convert or time consuming or both. Within SmartVault, the client does not need to download an app. They simply click a link and log in. And then if it is a mobile device, they will be able to scan. And what your team will receive is a high resolution cropped PDF directly into your folder structure. Your team could receive a notification that clients have uploaded documents. Notifications can go to a group or an individual. When I click home and I come back here, we'll see the other button is going to be giving the client access to the folders you'd like them to see. We're going to be talking about integrations with your tax software because from most tax softwares, when you print, that document will go into the correct client folder. So our client Nick here, if this was a 1040 client or other services perhaps, if Nick owned multiple businesses, those would all appear here. They would all be integrated with the tax softwares. Whether you're printing from an entity or printing for a 1040, those documents will land into the correct folders in SmartVault. We can see here I've been doing Nick's taxes for 3 years, and I have some folders. When we log in as someone from your team, we'll see that this is the top part of your folder structure. So once again, the clients have upload folders that go directly into the correct folders. That means the clients are not uploading all over the place and getting themselves and your team confused. The documents go to the correct folders initially. And then as we look at organizers and client tax returns here, they were delivered to the portal simply by printing them from my tax software. The SmartVault knows the difference because of the integrations. So when you print NICS documents, it knows the correct client, the correct tax year, and the correct folder to place those documents in. So once again, to deliver a client copy to the client portal, you would simply print it from your tax software. And that's what we'll be doing in our examples here. Same with the organizers, right? The goal is to improve your efficiencies overall, save time, and move those documents from point A to point B safely and securely through integrations, not saving to a desktop or multiple clicks to access a folder. Real quick, we'll come into a document checklist. Of course, you can send a checklist. I manually created this checklist. I asked for a specific document. The client can upload that document or take a scan. You'll get a PDF, or they can write a message back to you. It's not a two-way messaging system, simply the ability to send a document request, ask some supporting questions. When the client uploads these documents, they're going to go into the correct folders automatically, and you'll be able to review the questions. We also have a new intake tool coming out. It's called SmartRequest AI. What that will allow you to do is upload last year's 1040. It will automatically create the document checklist and supporting questions and take the client through a nice questionnaire. So option 1, totally included, no cost, create a document checklist. Option 2, upload last year's 1040. Get a automatic document checklist similar to other intake tools you may be familiar with, such as TaxCaddy, Soraban, Stanford Tax, and others. So once again, SmartVault is secure storage with Client Portal. You have an option to integrate our intake tool. There is a cost associated. Of course, we will review pricing. This is the client side. As I log out from the client, I can always log in from somebody on your team. So once again, no need to download an app. Mac users, hosted environment users, you can log in from a browser. We have a desktop application, and then SmartVault also maps to the drive on your computer as a map drive. So as we're on a browser here, we have our clients. You can easily search by client, first name, last name. You can also filter by client type. The goal is just to easily find client records within SmartVault, access your client's folders. We see here that some of these folders have a little blue dot and some do not. The blue dot indicates the client can log into the portal, access the documents in these folders, but the client will never see the documents in these other folders without the blue dot on them. This is where your preparer copy would naturally print due to the integrations. So once again, the client would never see internal work papers or a preparer copy or any internal reports. The SmartVault permissions are default, but they're easily adjustable. So we're logged in on a browser. Down here, I'm going to click on our desktop application. We have the same clients. You can easily search by client name. Our client Nick here, we're looking at the same folders. We can tell I've been doing NICS taxes for a couple years. SmartVault utilizes templates, meaning that I can easily right-click, access my folder templates for the various services I provide. If bookkeeping was important, I could add my bookkeeping folders, and then the client will only have access to the folders I've given them access to initially. Once again, SmartVault is cloud-based, 100% cloud-based document management. Been in business 17 years, never had a data breach. Very safe and secure place to store client documents as well as internal documents for your firm. And as I opened up these folders here, I wanted to highlight once again the integrations that allow you to print from your tax software, and those documents go directly into the folders that we have specified initially. Meaning that our SmartVault team will set up your folders with your folder names, and then we will make sure that the documents print into the correct folders initially. That's what the integration will do. And then moving forward in the next tax years, that integration will already be ready to capture those documents. So once again, the documents are filed incoming into the correct folders due to the client portal being connected. So the clients log in, they're uploading directly into your folder structure for long-term storage. And then your tax software is printing into the correct folders automatically, therefore filing those documents automatically as well. From there, if you'd like to share documents with clients, you can drag and drop between folders. Of course, I could send out an engagement letter with my integrated DocuSign. I could also drag and drop a document into the client portal. If I wanted to, I could also copy paste, make a copy of a document, share it with the client. SmartVault, once again, is a full document management system, meaning that if I open a Word doc, PDF, Excel, it'll open in its native file format, will not download to the computer. I can make any adjustments I need, and I have a version control history that allows me to revert back to any previous versions. Now, I mentioned that SmartVault integrates with many tax softwares. We're going to be looking at that in just a moment. Wanted to also highlight, as I click on these folders here, SmartVault can migrate your historical data and bring it directly into the client's folders. We offer full onboarding and training as well as data migration. And so we have the ability to import historical client records into SmartVault. And then next to this in our permanent folders, you can see that I've synced my emails coming in from Outlook. There's an Outlook extension that allows you some capabilities through Outlook. So once again, I've been talking about integrations with tax softwares. Currently, we have integrations with CCH Access, UltraTax, Drake, and then we've had longstanding relationships with Intuit for over 12 years, directly integrated with Lacerte, ProSeries, and now ProConnect. ProConnect is open up here. I will be using ProConnect during this demonstration. From most tax softwares, you can print the documents that go in the correct folders. An example of that would be coming from UltraTax Next. Now, as we look at UltraTax, I'm still using UltraTax 23. So as I come into SmartVault, we know that those documents are going to print into the correct folders automatically. I'm going to delete the entire tax year folder simply because UltraTax will set up the tax year folders when I reprint. Now, the integrations are different depending on each tax software, but they do all print into the correct folders. So in the example here with UltraTax, when I print PDF to file, that document will go into the correct client files. So as I printed 3 copies, a government copy, a client copy, and a preparer copy, what we'll see when we come into SmartVault is those copies will all go into the folders we've specified. The client copies will go directly into the client portal. The preparer copy will go directly into internal storage. So as I pause for a moment, think of your print capabilities inside of your tax software. If you can bulk print PDF to file, you can bulk send. So client organizers doesn't need to be a long process. If you bulk print client organizers, they will go into the correct folders for each client due to the integration. And as you can see, some files went directly into the portal, and then some files went into my internal storage due to the integration. So once again, the goal is to transfer the document from your tax software into a very secure location for storage and file sharing. Now, we just delivered this in this example, this 8879 and this client copy to the portal. Now the client can sign it, print it out, wet sign it, or I can come up to Get Signature, activate my integrated DocuSign. We do have plan options with and without DocuSign. So whether DocuSign signatures or KBAs or both are important to you, you can easily send a document out for signature. We can set up templates that place these signature items automatically for you. And then when you send it out to a client, they're going to get this just like a standard DocuSign. They do not need to log into a portal. Think of your DocuSign. They click on the signature items that you've identified. If you needed to drag in more documents, of course you can do that, and you'll just be charged for that one signature. Now, the benefit to you is when a client does sign a document from the integrated signature, it's going to go to the first person if there's a second person, but once it's signed, it's going to come directly back into the folders it was sent from in SmartVault. So the integration with DocuSign is once again going to file the documents into the correct folders. We'll pause for just a second. I see there's a number of questions within the chat. I'm going to attempt to answer some of these questions as we go through. We have a question about SmartRequest AI. That's a brand new intake tool that's coming out in November here. We're very excited. And yes, you can send them individually or in bulk. What that refers to is the ability to create document checklist and supporting questions. Send them out to clients in bulk. Great question. Yes. And at any time, if you'd like to see any more of SmartVault, at the end of this, we're going to have the ability to raise your hand and sign up for a demo. We could meet for 15 minutes or a half an hour and walk through some of this on our own. Great question. SmartRequestAI does come out in November. I saw another question about ProConnect. The ProConnect integration, we'll jump to that. Okay, now that we're looking at our clients in ProConnect, I'm going to click on the client name, and you're going to have the same capability to print directly into SmartVault right from your tax software here. So we know that I didn't do Danny's taxes here. What we're going to do is just do a print job to initiate and create a PDF. And what you're going to see here is that SmartVault shows up directly inside of your tax software. So regardless of various tax softwares a firm may be using, most likely SmartVault shows up directly inside the tax software as the ability to print directly into your client's folders. So whether it's ProConnect, where I can send into SmartVault, and then another option I have over here is Lacerte. I'm going to bring that in here just to highlight once again, SmartVault is integrated with many tax softwares, and with the Intuit products, SmartVault shows up directly inside of the tax software. As you can see in Lacerte, we can always choose SmartVault as a print destination, and that document will go once again into the correct client folders automatically. So we've reviewed SmartVault as a client portal that's connected to your secure storage for long-term document storage. You have unlimited storage and unlimited clients within SmartVault. The pricing for SmartVault is based on user licenses, and SmartVault offers options for secure storage and client portal with the accounting professional plan. And SmartVault also offers unlimited signatures through the unlimited plan. We have a full team that will work with you to import your clients, set up all your client folders. We offer a full migration service that will allow you to import your client records as well. So now that we've looked at the integrations with various tax softwares, I wanted to highlight the fact that SmartVault not only integrates with tax softwares, but also more and more practice management systems. We know that we've had longstanding relationships with Financial Sense and Karbon. We're releasing a new Karbon integration next summer. We've also had a longstanding relationship with Liscio. So dependent on the various apps that a firm may use to run your business, you can most likely connect SmartVault and use SmartVault for long-term document storage for all of the various services that you offer. So once again, SmartVault is a secure document management system with the client portal connected. We have integrations with DocuSign to send out documents for signature. There's a new intake tool called SmartRequestAI that will be released in November. That will allow you to upload last year's 1040 and automatically create the document checklist. So if you are interested in intake tools, our new intake tool integrates directly into the SmartVault client portal. We offer a full onboarding and training service. Our team will meet with you, help you import clients, set up folders, set permissions, and build folder templates specific to the services you provide. SmartVault also offers a full data migration. Most firms moving storage will want to bring in historical client documents. What our team will do is work with you to help get those documents exported from the various storage platforms you may be using now. We can help you reorganize those documents, and most importantly, import those documents using your existing folder structures and make sure that you have your historical documents accessible to you right within the SmartVault for secure storage in your client record. Thank you for taking the time to join with us here today. And if you'd like to know more about SmartVault and how it can help your firm, raise your hand for more information and we'll reach out to you. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.